What's up, Dub Nation? Okay, here for another one. Hopefully, we can put a dent into the Timberwolves. They're much slower paced than Indiana, so that's good news. And, OKC, those types of teams, and Sacramento. All right, let's listen to Steve Kerr pregame. Got a few minutes left.
5 game trip, 5 games in 8 days. What are the points of emphasis as you guys start the trip here?
Keep moving forward. We watched an edit of our game against the Pacers this morning with the team and made a lot of mistakes and all very correctable. And just making sure the players' energy and spirit is still in a good place because we can still accomplish quite a bit this season. But got to improve the effort and the focus from last game.
What jumped out beyond the effort and focus? What jumped out about the mistakes you guys made on Friday?
Position defense, shot selection, physicality, force, and it all ties together.
You mentioned that, a desire to play two big lineups at times, particularly with Trace and Draymond. Is this the time? I know they don't have Towns, but is this the type of team you would imagine needing to do that?
Yeah, they're still a massive team. They start Reid instead of Towns, so they still have another 7-footer next to Gobert and length across the board. So very good chance we'll play Draymond and Trace together some tonight.
Have you? What have you thought of that small sample?
I like it. It's
Yeah.
good defensive lineup, and we can make it work spacing wise.
You mentioned the lack of effort and transition defense. Is it surprising to you this time of the season, given what's at stake, that you had a game like you did against the Pacers?
It's bad habits more than anything, and a lot of stays. We call them stays. You don't crash, you don't sprint back, and you just stand there. And that's on us as coaches. We just haven't been able to get that message across. We haven't been able to teach it well enough, and so it's a group effort, and we got to find a way to get it across to our guys. We talk about the first 3 steps all the time in either direction, and that tape was just so alarming. The Pacers play at the #1 pace in the league, and they were pushing the ball every play, and we just had stay after stay. And there's a reason we lost. So we've got to find a way to teach it better. We've got to do it better.
Nemhard had a layup with 3 minutes left. That was probably the most egregious of those. Was that
on there? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Assume. All right.
Steve, you had Ant with Team USA. Just how long did it take you to kind of see everything that he brought to the table from more of a personality kind of competitive standpoint as he got to camp and you were trying to kind of figure out how he was going to fit into the group there?
Yeah, just a few days, honestly. I remember the first day we scrimmaged. Maybe it was the second day. I think we scrimmaged the select team, and we brought Ant off the bench, and he was, he didn't say anything, but he wasn't real thrilled, and we didn't play well. The next day we switched it up. He started. We played a lot better, and at that point it's like, yeah, he's going to be in our starting lineup. He's really good. So you go in with you go into these things with maybe some thoughts and ideas, and you always have to kind of play around with different lineup combinations, different roles. But he made it abundantly clear right away that he was the man on that team.
And then with this Wolves team, where does Naz Reid figure into your scout and just what kind of problems he can present on a nightly basis?
Yeah, he kills us. He's the Warriors killer. He has had so many good games against us. Obviously, the spacing, the floor at that position makes things really difficult. With both Naz and Kat, You know, it's necessary for them to get some spacing with Gobert, obviously, and they've really seemed to have figured it out this year. You know, playing Nas, playing Cat, it allows them to stay really big across the board, but still space the floor and have Rudy as a dive threat. So Chris has done a great job just kind of figuring out the puzzle, and they're having a wonderful season, and you know, they've earned everything. They took a lot of flack for the Rudy trade. They've put their chips in the middle, and they're backing it up. They're having a great year.
It's been a while since this happened, and a lot's happened since then with Draymond and Rudy and the altercation back in November. Is that something you guys even have to acknowledge, or just know that there might be some animosities, some chippiness throughout?
I didn't even think of it until Raymond just mentioned it 5 minutes before.
Glad I wasn't the first one then.
Yeah. So it's been so long. For me, you know, I focus on my guys, and I'm so proud of Draymond for the way he's come through that suspension. You know, what he did that night to Rudy was just awful, just dead wrong. And, you know, clearly didn't affect him enough, the suspension. I think he got suspended a couple games, 5, but that didn't affect him enough to change his behavior, because when he came back, he took the swing at Nurkic in Phoenix, and I really think his career was on the line at that point. I really do. Like the way, you know, our discussions with the league, I think, you know, the nature of the suspension, indefinite, it was clear that the league wanted to see real change, and we all did, you know, because you know, I've said this many times, you know, yelling at the ref or, you know, getting a flagrant foul, that's just, you know, being a competitive NBA player. But when you strike someone, when you grab somebody by the throat, that's different. And so what was happening was different. Punching Jordan, it was different and scary and alarming. And so I could not be more proud of Draymond for the way he has handled everything since the suspension ended. And we were all wondering, could you really make a significant change within a month? I think he was out a month or so. Could you still play at a high level if you did make that change? Could you still be an effective player? Could you still be a leader on your team? How do you figure all that stuff out? You know, Draymond is one of the smartest, most emotional people I've ever met, passionate. And he's done it. He's figured it out. He's been incredibly competitive and an amazing leader and mentor for his younger teammates. And he's helped us win a bunch of games. And he's walked the line perfectly. Gotten a couple texts for yelling at the refs, but he has not crossed that line, and nor do I expect him to. I hate that happened to Rudy and to Nurkic. I hate that happened to Jordan. I've said this many times. I hate that all that happened, but you know, I couldn't be more proud of the way Draymond has responded, and he's gotten his career and his life back on track. It's wonderful.
Coach, there was a difference between your teams a season ago at home versus on the road. This season, 18 wins at home, 18 wins on the road. But just the eyeball test from your perspective, what's the difference with your group and how you're playing away from San Fran?
I have no idea. I don't. I couldn't figure it out last year. Why we were 33-8, I think, at home last year. Couldn't win a road game to save our life. It seems to have flipped. Couldn't figure it out last year. Have no idea why this year.
We're done with that, and then now we can go to the box score, which we're on. And I just think that certain teams that we play against, and I wrote about it today. It was tight deadline today, but we're just not long enough to beat these type of teams in the regular season one game. We're the type of team that has to, you know, Rocky Balboa. We got to take the first punch in the face, and then we respond, and then we win the series. Either that, or back in Kevin Durant's days, we dominate the series out of the gate. But typically, we're just older now, and look at the height difference. It's just we're too small to win a whole bunch of regular season games. But we didn't learn that until like you had to play the Pacers twice and stuff. You can't go, oh, well, you should have known that at the trade deadline, did this or that. No, there wasn't enough sample size. Plus, Draymond had missed 30 games. And so, but in just like a 1-game series, any regular season game, if you're going to play a team like Indiana, Sacramento still kind of scares me because their speed and our inability to stay in front of people. We can figure it out within a 7-game series, but when it's a one-off, I worry about that. So it's going to depend. Like the latest information that we have is like, well, we fare a whole lot better against a team like the Lakers. Granted, they didn't have Anthony Davis second half, but they're just slower paced. So we can keep pace with that. Now, if we have to play Sacramento, again, I know that we beat them last year, but it's like we're even slower and shorter than last year. So fast teams worry me because I look at our defense. Clay can't stay in front of anybody. CP can't stay in front of anybody. Bless their hearts. And in a 7-game series, I still want them. But in a 1-game series, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because a 7-game series slows down anyways, and it gets hecka physical. So that's what I'm worried about. But anyways, the refs tonight, thanks for looking it up, Ruckus. All right, there's your refs. Bill Kennedy, he's good. And then the other two are, average. So we'll see who gives the tech on Draymond or CP3. Okay. Splash the like button. Let's see where are we at. I got a little fed up in the comments, so sorry, but not sorry to some of the people in there that I just had enough of it. 19 likes, that's pretty good. 45 though. TikToker. Yeah, 45 concurrents, 19 likes. Can we please get 30 likes right away? That's Goat's number. Tap the like button now. Go. Do it. Do it. It's so easy. It's just a tap. It's just a click. Help us out. Help us out. Jimbo with the Martin Luther King quote. That's cool. Kentucky lost to Oakland. Yeah. Sorry to not see all of your comments. Matt Boland to tip it off. Draymond against Rudy. Draymond won another tip, man. He's figuring it out how to win tips. Not bad, bro. 1352 marker so. And Pajemski one-on-one gets fouled. Hey, we got a call. Yo, we got a call on the first possession. Incredible. Is it on Reid? No, it's on Conley. That's interesting, right? The first play, we go pick and roll BP Wiggs. Was that Wiggs? Interesting. We've never done that in the history of the franchise. Think about that. Think about that. That's pretty cool, man. BP Wiggs pick and roll to start the game. OMG emoji. Wow. Wow. That's an unsung play right there for me. I am literally shocked. I like it though. Love it, in fact. All right. That's a turnover by McDaniels. Hey, cool, thanks. Or Rudy Gobert. I don't know. I wasn't watching. I was looking at I was trying to get my YouTube TV laptop set up. Kuminga to Draymond to Steph. No good on the shovel pass. Who's that? McDaniels brings it up. Jaden McDaniels. I like his length. I like Jaden McDaniels. Anyways, and one-on-one Wiggs. Oh, boy. Couple of moves. Oh, man. Conley beat BP backdoor, and he kicks it out to Reid in the corner for 3. Come on, BP. Sheesh. All right, they got it inside to Wiggs, and he scores. Sorry, it wasn't really full on attention. Just a great pass by Draymond. And they go inside. Reid travels or stepped on the line. Oopsie. Naz Reid. We got to check his salary in a minute. Good job, Naz Reid, to earn yourself a starting spot in the NBA. JK gets an inverted screen on Steph, and he leaves a crack on the window. Jeez, man. Good Lord. But you can see the game plan, getting everybody involved. Up top, Ant. Kuminga gets the switch. Ant Kuminga. Screen Rudy. Draymond knocks it out. It's at half court with 4 seconds. Ant versus JK. Way the hell out there. Brick. And they call shot clock violation. I thought they changed the rule, but whatever. So that's a DPOY. DPOY tap out. Leads to shot clock violation. JK kept it in front, and Steph's going to shoot a 3. Got it. On the right pivot from Draymond's screen. Excellent Draymond screen. You go inside to Rudy. Great defense, Draymond, but oh, Kuminga's there to block McDaniels. MVP dives on the floor. Pretty good, JK. He goes downhill. He shoots it. He hits it. Oh, nice. We got to put that down as an unsung play. Because BP dove for the ball. Conley for 3, no good. JK got a rebound. Wiggs gets a pick from Dray. Back up to Dray. 4-3. Nope. Back rimmed it. Look at BP go in there and try to jump for it. Great effort. 8:54, 8:53, 8:52. We're up 6. Pick and roll. Ant Wiggs. Great defense by Wiggs. See, is this the Wiggs we're going to get from this point forward? Ant Edwards, no good, but Rudy taps it to Reid. Reid, swing pass by accident to McDaniels. No good. Steph rebound over to Kuminga. He's downhill. He's got Reid. Oh, Reid blocked it. Might have been goaltending. We'll have to come back to that. Huh. A push by Wiggins on Rudy. That sucks because we want Wiggins to have as many fouls to work with as possible. That looks like it was clean. Replay appears to be a block. And good defense by BP. Good hustle. Tapped out of bounds. That's the type of hustle you need. Another hustle play by the youngster. Conley gets switched on to JK. Roll by Rudy. And it's a foul on Steph or BP. Well, somebody fouled them. BP, maybe. We're going to side out, but we've already got 2 team fouls. And they inbound Ant cross court to Reid. 3-ball good by Reid. Jeez, man. We got to look him up. BKRef.com. Nas Reid. I figured out what I was doing wrong. I got the wrong volume on. Draymond blows another layup. Oh, man. Steph said an inverted pick. That's interesting. I'm concerned. And it's an offensive foul, Rudy against BP. Great job by BP, man. That's how you play defense. More inverted screens. Keep working on it. Steph wide open, but McDaniels fouled Draymond. Why didn't Steph shoot the ball? He should have shot it. Might have gotten an and one. He did shoot it, and it was a brick, by the way. All right, BP up top. 7:26 to go. Steph pops out on the Draymond screen, but he's not there, so BP will go. Conley gets away with the foul. He has to force it up. It's good. Way to save the day, bro. Man, with 3 on the shot clock or less. All right, so Conley brings it up. Tries to go roll on Rudy, but it's a bad pass. So far, we're playing pretty well. 7 minutes to go, up 5. It's a slow pace, which I like. 5 turnovers by Minnesota. Draymond will come out. Trace in. Let's look at this rotation. Yep, Gary Payton. I was just about to say, is Gary in there? You see the rotation usually. Pick and roll. Trace tried to dunk it. Rudy said, welcome to the NBA. Jeez, man. Wow. Kuminga, good defense at the logo. Nas throws it away. JK finds Wiggs. Wiggs misses a layup. Come on, bro. Golly. It reminds me of the time when BP got mad at him. He was so slow. (11-6, 6:29). 11-6. Q1 6:29. Timeout. Who called the timeout? Was it us or them? Play-by-play. Minnesota, yeah. Thought so. They're the ones discombobulated right now. Let me look for that welcome to the NBA moment for Trace. Was it here? 7-minute mark. Yeah. Pick and roll. All right. Double pick for Steph. Yeah. That non-layup by Wiggs, very reminiscent of when BP got mad at him for being nonchalant. Let me look at Reid Steve Kerr's lips one more time on the timeout to see if he's trying to rev up Wiggs or not. Way to go, Trace. Good job, Wiggs. That's okay. I guess you can miss a layup after you got the steal. But like, you gotta convert on this. Ah, man. Mark that down. Oh man. Hope this doesn't haunt us. Put that in the notes. Jeez. And that's the thing with Wiggs, right? It's puzzling. It's puzzling. It's very puzzling to me. When is he gonna turn it on and really just be aggressive? Look at that, 41.3. How much is he making? They just signed him to a big one, right? 13 million. McDaniel's inside. He's got Steph on him. Does not. Looks for Ant, and Ant goes to the corner. 3 ball. Good. Malik Beasley. Monte Morris. Monte Morris. Wait, that was Monte Morris? Yeah, that was Monte Morris. Why did I say Beasley? Whatever. Maybe Kalena said something. Clay's in there and couldn't get the steal, unfortunately. Finally finds Rudy down low, and Clay fouls him way too late. Not a good foul, man. What are you doing, bro? And you're slowing down the pace. God, man. Just too old to hold yourself back. That's when the brain tells your body to do something. The body doesn't respond in the same amount of milliseconds. I know the feeling, man, but it's an indication that you're getting old out there. Only actually now we're down 1 after all that. Steph with a couple of pick and rolls. Kicks it to Clay. Clay over to GP, over to Trace. Trace blocked again. Welcome to the NBA, Trace. You got to be careful of Rudy. Ant, pick and roll, pull up 3, in and out. We got lucky. Gary rebound, over to JK. I would have called timeout. But luckily, we'll never know. And Clay throws it away. Good Lord, man. Oh, my God. Just ugly. A TB tot. JK, tough shot. Falls into Jaden McDaniels. Really tough shot, but he made it. (14-13) Minnesota. Rudy inside. 11 shot clock. And he has trouble and he throws it away. It's a back court. Thanks, Rudy. 6 turnovers. And good job by Gary to provide some resistance there. So good job by Gary. He didn't make a mistake. He's been making mistakes every time he comes in, even though he makes up for it later. But, you know, it's a little pet peeve of mine. So it's our ball. Oops. JK finds GP2, who finds Trace, and this time he finishes it. Another turnover. Naz Reid just loses the ball out of bounds. Nikhil Alexander Walker in there. Kyle Anderson in there. So good job by Clay to make the screen for JK downhill. And then we're in the rotation again with 4 minutes where we're subbing those guys out. And JK doesn't look like he's happy with it. But, I mean, it's just – you just got to kind of go with it. Clay comes around Trace. Curl shoots. Good. There's a good play. 336, 335, 334. Edwards down the lane off the handoff, and he will beat Trace 1 and 1. He's complaining about it. CP brings it up. Back to Draymond up top over to GP, right side. Waiting for Clay to come around to. Nope. Draymond does the slip, and he scores. There you go. Via Clay gravity. And Edwards' in and out dribble was fouled by Trace, though, and that's 4 team fouls on the Warriors. So next one will go to the line. So it'll be side out. Look at those calves on Edwards, man. Jeez. Superhuman calves, man. Up top, Kyle Anderson. There's your regular human calves by Kyle Anderson. Trace, another foul. Good Lord. Found himself on Kyle Anderson. Too much hands on the body. So 1916, 258. We're up. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Monty Morris. BP's plus minus is double the next highest person. That's an insane stat. That is insane. Was that on the TV broadcast? Or where'd you get that from? What else is going on? I wonder if there's something, mental going on with Andrew. Sucks, man. BP's plus is about 230. Jeez. Dray at 112. Yeah. The only thing is that they've made 7 turnovers and we're only up 3. So okay, they're talking about Edwards has played 290 of his overall 296 games, which is pretty incredible. He's a machine. Trace is going to stay in there. They brought in Rudy Gobert. Don't foul anymore, kid. You got like 2 of them, right? 2 quick ones, in fact. Felt like. Nope, just 1. Good. And they gave the last one on somebody else. Slow-mo with the awkward release. It's good. Doesn't matter. That could be the ugliest release. He's getting that ball in the free throw hoop more than Trace. CP, left side, pick and roll Trace coming. Rudy's holding on the Trace. I guess they're going to let that one go. Swing it over to Draymond. Come on, make one of these. He finally made one. Oh, man. How long has it been? Finally, Dray. All right, they swing it around to Ant. He finds himself one-on-one. GP tries to go there and throws it away. Draymond steal. Look out, someone behind you. And he kicks it to Clay. Great find. Ah, Clay's short. Ah, man. And it goes down to Anderson. Slow-mo. Missed it. Draymond another rebound. Come on, Clay. Run. You're off my screen, Clay. Good Lord. He's so slow. Ah, Draymond gets it back up top. Shoots another three. Missed it. And Monty Morris for three. No good. GP rebound. That's an early trigger. CP finds Draymond down low, wide open. Somebody forgot somebody, and Jaden McDaniels is like, come on, guys. Or is that Nikhil? I forget which one that is. That's looks like Nikhil. It's a little bit not as tall. Yep. Long name on the back of his jersey. Monty, left side. Playing two-man game with slow-mo. Pulls up. In and out. GP rebound. Come on, Dray. Come on, old man. Run. Good Lord, we're slow. Oh, my goodness. Clay comes around a GP pick. Finally splashes. Way to go, old man. Way to hit that, man. Clay celebrates to his friends and family in the stands. Slow-mo with the moving screen by Rudy. Jesus, man. They're not calling anything on Rudy, but he missed it. So, luckily, Chris Paul over to Draymond nearly threw it away. It actually went into Clay's hands, and he gets a screen from Draymond. No good. Come on, Dray. Hustle back, man. Monty Morris on the top of the break. No good. Rebound. I think GP2 got another rebound. 3 rebounds. GP2 has 4 assists, and we're going to go 1 shot according to Draymond. CP up there. 10 on the shot clock. About 6.5 differential. Pick and roll CP trace. Gets it. Nope. Actually never happened. CP shoots an air ball at the buzzer. Well, that didn't work. That was not pretty at all. That just wasn't a good pick and roll. Didn't get a switch. Nothing. Clay comes out. Wiggs in. It's going to be slow-mo to enter the ball to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Here, nice crossover. Oh, my God. He's going to go all the way to the hoop. And he was trying to alley-oop it to Rudy. And Trace got a piece of it. Good job, Trace. Kind of a bad pass. Man, too easy. What the hell happened there? Let's clip that. Like, how can Wiggins get faked out like that? Come on. Good Lord. Oh, man. At least we're up. 26-18. Held them to 18. Yeah, I mean, that's good defense, Trace. Good help, and good help, Draymond. Great help, Draymond. 26-18. Oops. Airdrop that over. Okay. 26-18. Guys, closing lineup, it depends. It depends on many things. Most importantly, are we ahead or are we behind? Do we need defense or do we need offense? So let me show you. You love the final 6 seconds. I didn't. I'll tell you why. All right. Analyzing the last play. Here's why. Let's do this. Share screen. This is why. So Nikhil gets the ball, and he easily crosses over Wiggs. But that's kind of part of the plan. Full court press. Good help by Draymond and Trace with the deflection. But yeah, I mean, our point of attack isn't the best. I think I could have defended that in my younger days better. You just back up. You back up. You back up. And a lot of guys in the NBA can't do that. A jump hook by slow-mo, no good. JK rebound. Brings it up himself. Trying to get downhill. Can he? No. Stuck there. Oh, gosh. Dangerous pass to CP. Now he does a pick and roll with CP. Got held from behind. No call on slow-mo. But the pass to Trace goes out of bounds. Deflected. 11-20 dead ball. Baseline inbound. We're up by 9. I wanted to type 26-18. It's 27-18. So I not only did I type it wrong, but I got it wrong in many different ways. Baseline inbounds goes to Chris Paul, right back to JK for the bucket. Blocked by Trace. Nas tried to get in there. All right, Trace. And Chris will take it in. He'll use his body to push off, and nope, couldn't get it to drop. You need those to drop. All right, so Conley swings at the slow-mo. Inside to Nas Reid, one-on-one BP, jump hook good. Too small there. CP left side. Let's see. Pick and roll Trace, and then another pick by Clay coming. And just a normal pick and roll, a roll by Trace, kick it. Back to Kuminga from BP inside, 6 on the clock. Baseline, one-on-one. Nas is there to help. Fade away, tough one, JK, tough one. Just doesn't know what to do in those cases. And now he's going to, with the silly foul on, what's that guy's name again? Jordan McLaughlin. Come on, man. He fouled Jordan McLaughlin. Nas Reid 3-ball good over Trace. Timeout. Steve, good timeout. I don't like the way this is going either. Q2 9:56. How many minutes for Steph? 8. 9, yeah. Probably get back in a minute or two. $10.08. Yeah, just a bad foul by JK. One foul on JK. Let's clip the JK bad shot before this. Yeah, I just, man, I just go back to it. I'm going to beat this dead horse, but the Clay and CP lineup with the second unit, it makes sense, but it's old and you're not going to get any cutters from it. So that's the bad part. And I don't know. It might work in a playoff series, slow down game, all of that. But so let's take a look at that one. Okay, let's see. Real quick before we get back to action. So we're going to kick the ball out to JK, and he's going to hold it a little bit. He could have hit BP earlier. I don't know why he hesitated on this. Gets there, he kind of hesitates right there. I don't know why. And then, hold on. Screw it. And then you go forward a little bit. And then he's stuck on the baseline, and then he's going to fade away. But look, nobody's moving. BP says, here, I'm open. Trace isn't really cutting. You're not going to get this cutter, and you're not going to get that cutter. They're too old. So trouble there. Entry pass CP, blocked from behind, but it's a foul on Reid. All right, Trace, got to make a free throw, bro. Missed another one. Good Lord, Trace. Good Lord. 0 for 2. Good Lord. Starting to hurt the team, man. Golly. Man, this is so many issues on the squad. Reid for 3. He's just going to shoot him every single time. We're up 3, though, despite me being able to name a million mistakes. Here's another one. Clay, bad pass. Good Lord. BP stuck with Reid. Pulls the chair. What a steal by BP. Clay keeps the ball. Goes over to Brandon. Shoot it. Nope. No good from 3 corner. And Reid up top. Oh, thank goodness he didn't want to shoot that one. Oh, what a cut. But McLaughlin blew it. He had Clay beaten. We got to get Clay out of there, man. And we're going to fade away. JK, all right. All right. JK steps back for 2. Had nothing else. Those have to go in. Up 5. I mean, you're in the NBA. At some point, make or miss league, right? Short by Nikhil Alexander-Walker, I think it was. Yeah. And we somehow get it to JK. He'll throw the ball up. Oh, Trace may have been fouled by Slow-Mo. No call. Slow-Mo gets away with a lot, man. Reid, catch and shoot. Hits another one. Jesus. This guy's got a quick release, believe it or not. It was right in front of JK. I thought it was pretty good defense, but have to check the replay. Pick and roll up top. CP Trace pulls up. CP, you got to make those. I mean, you get paid the big bucks to make those, man. Oh my goodness. Another one by heat check, no good. Chris gets the rebound. And then we get a near half-court alley-oop to Kuminga. Wow, that was incredible. Yeah, McLaughlin fell asleep. Or he wanted to switch and it was way too late. And 1-on-1, Nikhil. It's going to be a foul. No. Everybody's walking away. I guess it's a foul. Perfect pass by CP. Literally from half court. All right, so we're up 4, 7:05 to go. Side inbound after the foul on CP, and Chris has 1 foul. GP2 back in, Steph back in, Draymond back in. 8 minutes, so that's 15 minutes first half for Steph. And Edwards back in. Steph, good job of getting around the pick on the weak side. Naz Reid inside. Corner to McLaughlin over Steph. Good defense, Steph. Very, very, very good defense. Steph, mid post, over to Andrew for 3. He hit it. Oh my gosh. Man, Wiggins out of nowhere hits one like that. Wow. Not bad, Wiggs. And Conley missed point blank. CP rebound outlet Steph. 1-on-1 Jordan. Pick by Draymond. Pull up. 3 ball good. That's a GOAT 3. That's a GOAT 3. And they go up top now, mid post or high post over to McLaughlin. Back to Reid. He wanted to shoot. It looked like, but decided against it. And then down low to McDaniels, throws it away, but Draymond deflected it last second. 4.2 on the shot clock. All right, 5:52 to go. Did he forget? McLaughlin's like acting as if he forgot the shot clock. 1.1 left. Try to go behind the head over to Ant. That was crazy. 1.1 left. I guess try to go to Ant. And nope, we'll go to Rudy. Push shot. Missed it. Good jump by Draymond. Out of bounds on McLaughlin. Complaining to the ref about CP3's physicality. Yeah, good physicality, CP. I love it. He had his forearm in McLaughlin's face. Wiggins takes it on Rudy, but missed it. And Edwards pulls up on Wiggs and draws a foul because he can hang in the air. Held on long enough to draw a foul on Wiggins. So 2 foul shots. Look at those superhuman calves, man. Ant hits the first one. 39-30 Warriors. Got 5:26 to go. Trace is in the game and came in for CP3. Ant hits it. We're up by 8. Steph is going to do pick and roll with Trace. No, up top to Trace. So they'll do some action, and he gets the ball back. Throws up a shot, draws a foul on Ant. Good job, Steph. What we need you to do, draw fouls on Anthony. That is 1 foul on Ant. Unfortunately, only 1. Defense is nice. Yeah, I put down in the notes already the one sequence right off the bench. Steph did a tremendous job on the weak side pick and roll and or the weak side pin down. Although it wasn't really a pin down, it was really on the wing. So curl. And he got around the screen and then he closed out on Jordan McLaughlin nicely. So then that led to his 3. So that's an unsung play for Steph, believe it or not. And Edwards way up top, half court against Gary. Gary loses them. Oh, no call. All right. We get a steal. Wiggins, can he finish? And he's fouled by his Canadian team buddy, Nikhil Alexander Walker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that and Edwards wanted a foul. I don't know. It was kind of weird how he just lost it, but I ain't complaining. Thanks, man. Thanks for the turnover. All right, Wiggs. We're up by 11, up by 12. Man, it's all about matchups, man. It's all about matchups. And Edwards, Gary, Trace pops out. Great defense, Trace. And McDaniels one-on-one. Gobert back to Ant. Trace is there to close on Ant. Oh, Ant hits it, but that was good defense. Oh, man. Superstar Ant right there. All right, GP saves a turnover up to Trace, up to Draymond. Steph gets the slip and the pass by Draymond and the fadeaway, no good. And they get a rebound. Monty Morris got a rebound. Back up top, Edwards. He forearms off of Steph and creates the space. And if he hits one more, you got to call timeout. Steve calls this wiggly fingers too. Whatever that is. And Steph pick and roll Trace. One leg, good. We needed that one. Like, way to answer back. Up by 9. Monty Morris brings it up. Gary's trying to stay on Ant. Monty Morris up top. Trying to shake Trace. No, good switch by Trace on McLaughlin. Good help, Draymond, but he scored. Trying to inbound the ball quickly here. Steph only up 7. Pick and roll GP. Bad screen GP2 again. He just makes. I knew that was happening right then. I knew it. Oh man. I know you're wondering if it was a bad screen or not. Are we going to challenge this or what? No, I guess not. It's just a timeout. 3:18 to go. 45-32, 3:18. Like, who called the timeout? Was it Minnesota or us? Minnesota. I still think we got to call more timeouts, man. Let me clip this and we will discuss if it was actually a moving screen or not. I'm gonna guess it is, because every single time GP2 comes into the game, he messes up one time. He just can't get in the game and have 0 turnovers. It's almost like the defensive version of Steph. There's not much. There's not much at all. It's pretty ticky-tack. That's why Steph is smiling sarcastically. But that's my thing. If I were the coach, I'd be like, bro, every time I put you in, you make a mistake. Can I put you in and you just make 0 mistakes? Like, just nothing, please. I think I just have a really high bar set for Gary. And maybe it's too high. Maybe I should just lower it a bit and go, oh yeah, he's a second unit guy and all of that. I just expect so much. I expect perfection from one of the best defenders in the league. But I mean, if you keep doing that, then you're not worth $9 million. Like, then suddenly you're more worth $6 million, that kind of thing. Just like, we got so many guys underperforming their salary this year. I think that's It's been one of the things, but let's go ahead and look at this play. Share screen. So we are at the 1 hour mark. Yay, analyzing the last play. So here we go. Here's the pick. Let's see. Let's put it at half speed. Yeah, a little push off. I mean, it's ticky-tack, though. You shouldn't be calling that because that's what you guys have been saying all week since the All-Star break. Oh, yeah, we're going to, swallow our whistles a bit. There's some evidence right there that you didn't. But that's also, it's ticky-tack. I can see why they called it, but, you got to just come in the game and play perfect. You're a bench player. You got to play perfect. So I think they're still, a little bit under GP2's control on that one. And Edwards dances around, pulls up for 3 over Wiggins. Good. We're only up 4. And you got to be careful here. Crazy thing is they called timeout. Steph, pick and roll trace, fadeaway 2-ball. Good. There you go. There you go. All right. Slow offense coming, and they get it in the corner to Jaden McDaniels. How'd that happen? It's over Clay. Well, Clay had to cover Rudy. Yeah, that wasn't a good handoff of assignments. Steph down the lane, no call. He wanted a call. Too hard off the board. Ant will shoot a 3. It's a moving screen on Rudy. Thank you, Bill Kennedy, for calling that one. Okay. Now it's Wiggins and Steph on the pick and roll. Over to Clay. He's one-on-one Monty. Tries to use his body. Fadeaway 2-ball, no good. Only up 3. 1:51 to go. Ant gets a flash by Draymond, but avoids it and goes down the left side. Fadeaway 2-ball, no good. Steph rebound 94 feet. Missed it and got a foul call. Good job by Steph to push the ball. Earn a trip to the line. Only up 3. And you can see, we match up way better against teams like Minnesota than we do against the Pacers and OKC. What other teams are super fast? I think Sacramento, regular season wise. So you play against a slower team like Minnesota, we got way more of a chance than teams like Pacers. Although I do think we would figure out the Pacers in a 7-game series. It's just that to win one game. All right, we're taking a close look at 2 courtside fans while Anthony shoots a 3. Out on Rudy. Good hustle, Clay. So our ball up 5, 1:27 to go before halftime. Oh, we inbound it quickly. Wiggins finally does something. He hangs. He scores. Finally. TV didn't show the play. So we don't know how it developed. It was just Draymond. Replay shows Draymond touchdown pass. Thank goodness. Us throwing touchdown passes is very viable against Minnesota. Unfortunately, Wiggins misses a free throw, and our free throws are not that good again. Actually, that's 8 for 11. It's not that bad. It's just Wiggs and Trace can't hit a free throw. Conley against Wiggs with 9 on the shot clock. Handoff. Rudy back to Conley. Down the lane, down to the corner, over to Reid. 1-on-1 Wiggs. Finds Rudy. Push shot. No good. That's what we want. Pretty good defense to result in that shot. Steph pushes it. Razzle dazzle. Gets a screen from Dray. Throws it away. Too much, man. Too much. Come on, Steph. Ant scores the other way. Come on, Steph. Why do you do all that? Like, just, oh, man. Oh, it's the same thing all the time. Wiggins attacks, gets to the line. Good attack. Pick and roll Dray. Was able to get downhill on Rudy. Need more of those. Need some free throws, Wiggs, please. Up by 5. Dead ball 35.4. The blue shoes. The blue, what's his company again? Apex? I forgot the name of his company. Shoe company. Peak. Wiggins is with Peak. And he makes both. Yeah, earlier it was a metal water bottle that I dropped. All right, 32 seconds left. So 12-second differential, 17 shot clock. Clay with not the best defense. 0-0 foul on Kuminga. Golly. Wow, that is ticky-tack, Bill Kennedy. Oh, man, that hurts. JK's second foul. Ticky-tack. Help on Rudy. Clay switches over. It's the exact same defense as we switch. Conley probing against JK. And Nas is going to lose the ball to Wiggins. Clay, 12 seconds. Doesn't do anything. Finds Steph. 8, 7, 6, 5. Steph one-on-one Jaden. Takes him left. Finds JK. Fouled. Rudy fouled him. So how many fouls on Rudy? 3 fouls. Yes, sir. I had a feeling. Clay is so old, man. Oh, it's sad to say, but it is true. He couldn't do anything with it. He's not a threat, really, to drive at all. Steph comes out. I'm sure Clay's out as well, right? GP2's in there. And they inbound it, and we're up by 8. Buzzer sounds. Yeah, at least Clay didn't force it exactly. 54-46 halftime. I didn't go to Starbucks today, so I'm doing good on the restroom breaks. Although I probably need one coming up. Incredibly, up by 8, but we match up well against Minnesota. It's just crazy how the standings work. Like, it's just been a crazy season. But very winnable game. Wiggins is going to be on the mic.
Finish on with it. Talk about your defense forcing 13 turnovers. Everybody talks about the Timberwolves, what they're doing, but you guys on the road defensively have been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, when we play, together defensively, we're attached, connected. We're hard to score on. We've got to stay consistent with it.
No surprise you're comfortable in this building.
See, a lot of good memories for sure.
Hey, thanks for stopping. We appreciate it, Wiggs.
Thank you.
Andrew Wiggins, 11 points.
All right, I will do a restroom break since we're right at the beginning of this, and don't know if JD is coming on at halftime. We'll see. Let me hit him up while I'm on the break. Be right back. Thanks for waiting.
to wait to secure your future at a California community college. Adult education students save time and money when you enroll as a special part-time student with dual enrollment. Learn more and enroll today at iCanGoToCollege.com. What's the dish? There ain't one. You're telling me you can get direct TV. Your good stuff, and you don't need a satellite dish. Oh, I used to love doing my business on those things. It was simple. Then dishes have to rain off our beaks. We just have different preferences. Satellite free direct TV. There's an TV. No, more expensive for a cheap straight direct TV.
All right, I'm back. Oh, we do have the legendary JD here. The legendary JD John Dickinson.
What's up, Rich? How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
cool.
do the screenshot real quick right here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. All right, cool.
Appreciate
All right.
that.
Much better matchup, I feel, than the Pacers pace, right?
Yeah, the Warriors do like, I think, teams that struggle a little bit more to score, right? It's harder for them to keep up, I think, in this iteration. Now, you do have to deal with the size of the Timberwolves, but the Warriors did a really nice job forcing turnovers, just being more focused defensively and getting out in transition. They won the paint 20-12 in the first half. And, it just kind of adds, Rich, to the conundrum of why is this team so unfocused at home? And then why are they so focused on the road? Because that was just a real buttoned up, ready to go. No, this is a big game that they need to win type of an effort and energy. And that just hasn't been there for whatever reason at home. It's been there a lot more on the road. And if anything, maybe the Warriors are getting a little bit of an advantage from Minnesota, not totally taking them seriously tonight at home, kind of giving a 75% effort and trying to hang around and hang in the game. But the Warriors will take it any way they can get it. This is a much better half than we've seen the Warriors play since, well, really the last time they were on the road when they played the Lakers a little over a week ago.
Yeah. So you were there a couple nights ago. Do you feel any vibe at Chase? It seems like at least opposing coaches still have a lot of respect for Chase Center and the crowd there based on various post-game media that I hear from opposing coaches. Do you feel that when you're sitting there on Media Row?
I don't think it's a crowd issue. I really don't. I don't think it's a building issue. I don't think it's a Chase is not Oracle or Oracle at the end wasn't Oracle 10 years ago. Like I don't think it's any of that. I think it's just the Warriors, for whatever reason, are much more unfocused for larger chunks of games when they play at home compared to when they play on the road. And I think they're almost intent on using the fact that for the most part, you don't always have to play as well or as consistently to be able to win. And I think what the Warriors have found this year is if they aren't playing at a certain level, like the other team's going to keep coming. I think there is a little bit of the whole front of the jersey thing to it, where all of these teams come in and they want to beat the Warriors on their home floor. I think because they respect the crowd, because they respect the atmosphere there, because they respect what Steph and Draymond and Clay have done over the last decade plus. So I think that always leads to teams coming in there and giving the Warriors 100% effort. And then the Warriors just can't always match it, which in some ways is confounding. And in other ways, I guess it makes sense. But because the Warriors, I mean, let's be honest, Rich, and you know this, in the heyday, the Warriors would go through the motions sometimes at home too.
Yep.
It's just that the big run would be a tidal wave of a big run, and you could not recover, whether it was the first quarter. Sometimes they'd come out in the first quarter and it'd be 35-17 and the game would be over. Sometimes they'd be tied at halftime and going through the motions, and then it would be 40-18 in the third quarter and the game would be over. And then sometimes they'd be kind of messing around and down 6 with 8-9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And then they'd hit a 22-4 run and they'd put the game. Well, I think they did it in different parts of the game, but they always did it. And when they did it, the game was over, no matter what quarter they did it in. And now they just, the reality is they just aren't good enough to win games like that, even at home, with an 8-minute great stretch of basketball or 16 quality minutes of offense and defense. It's got to be much closer to a 40 to 48-minute effort. And we've even seen games where it's a 40-minute effort and they have a bad 8 minutes, and the bad 8 minutes will now lose them the game, even in that building, if it's against the wrong team, like maybe the Clippers or Denver.
And other teams are getting better too. So you kind of get this simultaneous effect happening. But I totally remember back in the day, Oracle, like 24-point come from behind win against the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
Which then that record was broken not too long ago as well. So you can see just sort of the direction the NBA is going. So, but I tip my hat to the Pacers. Man, they look really impressive.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so what do you think we can expect from Minnesota? Because it looked like for a couple possessions there, it was like, and Edwards, and so he's going to always keep probing to try and break it out.
Yeah, Naz Reid got going. He kept him from basically being down huge. The Warriors did have a 12-point lead. It's 8 now. The Warriors did a nice job, I think, stabilizing there at the end of the quarter. But
6, Naz Reid.
Yeah. Naz Reid was what Naz Reid always is against the Warriors. I know Steve Kerr said before the game that he's a Warrior killer, and then he came out and he killed. At one point, Naz Reid had 17 of the Timberwolves' 31. I think when the Timberwolves were on 31, and then Edwards got going. So Reid kept him in it long enough for Edwards to get going, and now Edwards, I think has some confidence in the second half. I think for Minnesota, it's can they take care of the ball? Minnesota has 13 freaking turnovers. 13.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. And the Warriors have 12 points off turnovers. As I mentioned, the Warriors have dominated in the paint. Timberwolves like to play a little bit slower. I think the Warriors have sped them up, which you have to do playing against the double big lineup. So I like what the Warriors have done there. I think what the Timberwolves are going to try to do, Rich, is really clamp down defensively, but a lot of that is playing better offense, because I think the Warriors have taken advantage of those turnovers to up the pace. You limit the turnovers if you're Minnesota, you force the Warriors to play a little bit more half court, and I think that's where the Timberwolves are looking to clamp down, get a rough. I think they're hoping they can force the Warriors into one really bad offensive quarter, and that can be the quarter that flips it in their favor, or gives them a chance to at least win it down the stretch with Edwards maybe being able to kind of do what he does and take the thing over. But I think it's Edwards, it's defense, it's Naz Reid. If you're the Warriors, it's just keep moving the ball and try to get the in-between. The Timberwolves are really good at trying to run you off the three-point line and then forcing you into the bigs who are going to try to block or alter your shots. Where the Warriors have always had success, especially against Gobert, is the in-between. Don't take the three, but get into the mid-range a little bit. And I think that's where if they stay in the mid-range, I think, and react from there, I think they can, that's going to be their key to success in keeping the offensive momentum going as the Timberwolves try to break them down and really force them into some misses.
How about Wiggs?
Good Wiggins half.
Yeah.
Good Wiggins half. He's kind of on the every other game plan.
I know, right? Exactly.
Right now, like he has a game that just drives everybody crazy, and then he comes out and he has a really aggressive game, and then he has a game that drives everybody crazy, and then he's really aggressive. But no, that's really been the formula, right? The Warriors need really two guys get to 20 If they get 3, then look out. But it's 2 guys get to 20 and another couple that are in the 16 range. And it looks like they have the capability to get that tonight with maybe they get 3 with 20, at least 2 with 20 between Curry and Kuminga or Wiggins. And then the other one probably in that 16 to 17 range. They're going to need to hit some threes. I mean, the 3 ball kept Minnesota in it. The Warriors shot a decent percentage, but again, didn't shoot a lot of threes, only 12, which tells you Minnesota's taken it away, but they're going to have to be, I think, continually efficient from 3-point range. And, it's been Wiggins, Draymond hit 1, Clay's only hit 1. I think they're going to have to make some threes in the second half.
All right. Thanks, JD. And thanks to everybody listening in. Thanks for coming on here. And
you got it.
Really appreciate that. So we'll talk to you in a couple days.
Yeah, sounds good, Rich. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. We'll talk to you Tuesday.
Appreciate you. All right, take care. Legendary JD, John Dickinson. Appreciate you, man. All right. Yet again, great insights from JD. And thanks for all your comments. That was pretty cool. Thanks for this, Bloomer. Yeah, Wiggins against his old team. Be great to meet Minnesota in the playoffs, huh? I guess maybe we'll get Wiggins. Wiggins gets to be on the 2022 finals plan if we get in a 7-game series with Minnesota, huh? Let's hope so. Yeah, I'd much rather play Minnesota in a series than say the Clippers or Denver, obviously, Phoenix, Sacramento. We've figured them out before, so that's but they still concern me because we can't seem to stay in front of Malik Monk at all. And this year we're not staying in front of anybody. So I don't know how we would stay in front of Malik Monk. I think we would figure out Dallas, even though they got us last time. New Orleans a little wet behind the ears. So and then OKC, they're a little bit new to this as well. So I think maybe we could figure out a way to maybe just because Chet is not their main guy. Maybe we can figure out something on him, and then with Shea, I don't know, man. I don't know how you stop Shea, especially when you got all those tall guys on their squad, and we're not as tall as them, and they run faster than we do, but we do have 7 games, hopefully, to figure that one out. So just going through all the teams, if we were to somehow meet Minnesota, that would be good. Like by some miracle, get to here. See, it's still 12 games over 500, right? So, but Dallas, I think they have the tiebreaker over us. They've already beat us twice. We only have one more game on them with them. So, yeah, looks like we're headed to the play-in. But unless we can go 13-0 and figure it out from there. We go 13-0, I think we got the 6th spot, right? But we'll see. All right, we're going to start the second half here. Clippers had cooled down a little bit. Best available team. All right. Very empty lower bowl. I guess they're all getting their lounge fixins. Conley over to Reid again for 3, and he hits another 3. Oh, my goodness. Whose man is that? Kuminga again, helping out. I don't think you need to help out Rudy on that one, bro. Right? Steph gets in the lane, back out to Draymond for 3. Nope. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Kind of worried about this, obviously. 3-ball Conley, good. I would call timeout, but he's not gonna. We're only up by 2. Inside to JK, over to BP, shoots a 3, way off. Run back, BP. Run back. Ant against Wiggs, double pick. Strong pick set by Jaden McDaniels. I don't know if that's legal. Inside to Rudy. Rudy taps it out. They do not call half court, backcourt violation. Ant against Steph. Pretty good defense by Steph, physicality wise. That's a charge on Ant, and they're going to call it on Steph. I think at that point you got to flop. You know, you got to fall back on that one. So you're going to get a whole bunch of elbows and forearms from Ant. But good physicality. Oh, it's free throws? What? Oh, God. Well, he missed the first one, so ball don't lie, but truly ball don't lie. He missed both. Draymond rebound and Wiggins will bring it up. 10, 30, 29, 28. Wiggins, Draymond, pick and roll action. Pulls up from three, hits it. Wow. Wiggins hits another one. What? What did he drink this morning? Let me have what he has. All right, Ant against JK. Just don't foul. Ant crosses over. BP reaches in. Ant wanted a foul. Is not going to get it. Steph over to BP. Back to Steph. Good decision. Back to Wiggins. Free shot. No good. Man. Oh, well. Conley. Why did I say Monty Morris? Pulls up from three, but misses it. Draymond's outlet goes off of Rudy, so we got 20 seconds on the clock. Get it over half court, guys. 18, 17, gets it over. Steph crisscrosses on McDaniels. Pull up two, no good. That's okay. You test them, make them pay for the aggressive defense, but you didn't make them pay. Cross court, Conley corner. Drives over to Rudy. Good defense, Draymond, but it drops in off the board. We're only up 3. JK one-on-one. Nope. Over to Draymond. Curl around Wiggs, but it goes to Steph. Gets a pick from Draymond. 3 ball, no good. Ant brings it up. Wiggins waits. Ant pick by Rudy. No, roll by Rudy. Edwards. Corner McDaniels. Good closeout, Steph. JK got a rebound. Good closeout. And JK turns the corner one-on-one, and it's foul on Nas. How many fouls on Nas? 4 yet? No, Rudy had 3. So Nas, at least 2. 3 fouls on Nas. That one's important right there. You got to get downhill to get these whistles. Oh, we missed another free throw. Our guys, Wiggs, JK, and Trace can't go perfect from the line to save their lives. But I've been there, actually. I know the feeling. You get in a mental lull. You just can't hit a free throw. Can't hit both. Don't know why. He hits the second one, though, and we're up by 4. And we're actually pretty good from the line tonight. We're 12 for 17, which is, I guess it's okay. It's not great. Another foul by JK. Why? Oh, man. I look up and he's fouling Conley. Yep, there's JK doing some crazy stuff. It just doesn't make sense. He jabs. Let me clip this for you guys. This is the pet peeve of mine of JK. Every single time he does this, it drives me nuts. There's no need to jab on a point of attack. Absolutely no need to jab. Why does he do that? It's just so infuriating. Oh, man. It's like every game. So make a list. JK is going to lunge out at a guy for no reason because he just has that bad habit. GP2 is going to come in the game and make a mistake. Steph's going to throw the ball to the other team. You know, all these little things that just Clay's going to fall asleep one time. You know, I should make a list for Steve. And it's a foul on McDaniels on the screen by Draymond. Draymond's setting some incredible screens today. 2 fouls on Jaden. All right, so we got side inbound here. Over to Draymond up top. Finds Steph on the back door. He faked coming up off of BP and slipped it. Oh, man, JK nearly fouled Nas on the fake 3. BP falls down. JK, way to tip it. Good tip, JK. Goes between the legs, loses the ball. Oh, my God. 94 feet layup coming up. BP goaltending. There's no reason to go between the legs there. It's just like you haven't earned it. Timeout, Steve. 60-57. $7:44. Let's clip the bad turnover. Man, I tell you. These young bucks, it's hard for me to not nitpick them. You know, that's just what coaches do. I mean, you're never going to get that call. Never. JK, that's not a foul. I've never seen that been called a foul on your part. You don't get to do those Kobe moves yet, man. You have to do that on the regular. You have to make a couple, Kobe type buckets from outside before they'll give you that one. So let's take a look at a couple of JK third-year mistakes. Hate to nitpick, but, it's costing us. I'm sorry. It's costing us. What do we got here? Oh, watch JK jab out for no reason. Watch his legs. He's going to jab out as if what? I mean, maybe do that if you're playing NFL football, like you're about to tackle the guy, but like not basketball. Like you don't jab out when the guy has the ball. You don't do any jabbing whatsoever. You stay in the middle and you stay in front. Watch this pointless defense right here. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh, jab. Why? Why do this? Like who taught you this? Stop it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, unfortunately, we got that atrocious point of attack, and then now he's got you on his back, and now he's going to finagle a foul on you because it's Mike Conley. He's no pushover. And then what the heck is this move? Like, this is not needed. I'm going to go between the legs here. Reverse between the legs. And it was a kick ball, I think is what he wanted. I mean, there's no need for this fancy stuff right now. Just get the regular crossover down. Get the regular crossover down. Then you'll get the calls. Like, you can't just jump to a between the legs move like that. Refs don't give you that respect. Steph makes an amazing GOAT 3 out of the timeout. Just a simple pick and roll with GP2. Now as Reid attacks, no good. Steph tip, nope. It goes back out to Conley. Switch it over to McDaniels for 3. It's good. That sucks. Steph, sidestep 3, good splash. Trace with the supplied screen by Trace. Good job, Trace. With the goat sidestep. Gobert inside dunk. Just a standard pick and roll. All right. Steph isolated with McDaniels way out there. Just going to go one-on-one. Okay. Turn the corner. Drew some guys. BP back to him on the relocate. And it's a blocking foul on McDaniels. And it looks like someone was running to sub in there, but I don't know who that was. 3 fouls on McDaniels. That's big too. Let's put it in the notes. All right. Trace. Steph gets the ball from JK up top. He holds it. He's doubled. He loses the ball. Right into slow-mo. That didn't make any sense. That's too easy, Steph, man. And Conley can't hold on to it, but they're going to give it to Minnesota. Trace says, review it, review it. I don't know, man. I can't tell on the TV replay. Somebody tie your shoe to delay this so that they can look at the iPad. It's too late. So Conley's going to cross over Clay inside, back rimmed it, so we escaped harm there. Trace rebound. GP brings it up right side, one-on-one Conley. He'll set the table. Trace wanted a pick, didn't happen. Found Clay on the back door. What a pass. What a late cut. Amazing. Just McDaniel, just the gravity of Steph. Slow-mo to Conley right side. Tries to drive on Steph. I like this matchup. He'll go inside. Reid one-on-one. GP picks him. There you go. You see, he always comes up with something. He'll make a mistake first, but then he'll come up with something. What? I think they just called traveling on JK. Wow, JK, that's just how many turnovers now? Just one, surprisingly. What? He's got at least 2. Yep, another turnover, though. Oh, man. I mean, that's kind of ticky-tack, but whatever. And Jaden misses a 3 over Steph. Good closeout. Clay might have traveled. Goes over to JK. Leaps. Nope. Missed it. McLaughlin brings it up as neither team has scored in a while. Uh-oh, Ant. Nope, right when I said that, he scores. 3 ball. Only up 3. Steph will bring it up. 439, 438, 437. Pick and roll Trace. Left side, lane is open. Step, no. The reverse layup hit the rim. Ant, good job by Clay to show and kind of double. Ant with the shake and bake. Tries to turn the corner on Trace. Good defense, Trace. JK was there as well. We turned the ball. I mean, we try to push it up. Trace to Clay. Clay to JK. Over to Steph. Wide open. Short. Trace. Oh, missed the dunk putback, but he was fouled. Yeah, that could be a flagrant on McDaniels, man. Four fouls on McDaniels. Wow. How's that not a flagrant? I don't understand that. Whatever. That doesn't make any sense to me. Alande Jean. How's my French? Pretty good, huh? Well, you wanted Steph to be more aggressive, but he turned it over that one time. That one wasn't pretty. Is Clay bleeding? Clay's bleeding, I guess, and they're going to patch him up real quick. Is Moody injured? I mean, look, so like I said, with Moody, it's matchups. So when we're playing a team that's oh shoot, hold on. When we're playing a team that's slower and just less pace, then Moody's probably not playing because we can afford to have slower guys out there. 3-ball Nasri, but it's an air ball. Clay got the rebound. Good job, Clay. Brings it up. Gets it over to Trace. Down low to Draymond. Clay with the turn and pivot 3. That's a tough shot. No good. Back rim. And here comes slow-mo. Over to Nikhil. He'll shoot a 2 over Trace. Not a good shot because long mid-range. CP got a rebound over to Clay. Over to Draymond in the corner. He'll shoot a 3. He got it. Wow. All right, Dray. And it'll be up top Ant. One-on-one GP. Too easy. Right by everybody. Dunk put back slow-mo. Ant's going to get a technical as he's yelling at the ref for a foul. Thanks, Ant. Thank goodness. But that was just so easy. How did he get past GP2 that easily? Oh, man. Clay trying to make him pay. Got the free throw. Good job, Clay. How is our point of attack with GP2, our best point of attack player? How is that such an easy drive? I mean, I know it's Ant, but come on, GP2 is good. I guess Trace was late. I think Trace was late to the help, and GP just expected help on that one. Strange, man. Ball goes down low. It's a turnover. Good Lord. On Clay again? They're showing Clay. Yep. He threw it too far. Oh, my God. Got a timeout. 74-67. 2:55. Oh, boy. Let me clip that one where Trace was late. And it just... oh, man. Some of these turnovers, man. We're just not good enough to overcome some of these. So stop doing them. Let me see if there was a foul by for Anthony at all. Couldn't tell. Let's send that over ASAP so you can look at our bad defense. Yet another example. All right, let's take a look at that. Okay, here we go. Analyzing 2 plays ago. We've been on 1 hour and 46 minutes analyzing the bad point of attack versus Ant. So this is Trace's fault because Gary's going to shade him to go right. So he's going to shade against that side, forcing him this way. And the only reason why he's forcing him this way is that he expects the help from Trace. But Trace is late. He's late. He reacts late. Watch him. Oh. So he's late to that. Therefore, let's look at the scouting report, right? I would expect slow-mo to probably have not the best three-point shooting. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Yep, 22.5%. See? That's basketball for you. So that's Trace Jackson Davis. That's your bad, right? So it's those little things that we don't execute correctly because we have to go young sometimes. Anderson gets blocked by Trace. Way to go, Trace. And it's going to be a kick ball. All right, Anthony Edwards tries to turn the corner on Draymond, gives it up. McLaughlin wide open, hits it. Well, better McLaughlin than Anthony. You don't want him to ignite the crowd. Pick and roll CP has a double pick from Clay and Trace. Into Trace, missed it point blank. But it was bothered from behind by Nikhil. Man, that's a big miss, up 4. Oh, man. And turns the corner, kicks it to Nikhil. It's a 3-ball, and that's what happens. You miss point blank, 3-ball the other way. Over to GP. Finds Clay. 2-ball. Good. Thank you, Clay. Thank goodness. That's the thing. Clay's defense is not good sometimes, but his offense, sometimes you need that. Inside, they're going to post up Ant on Chris, but Trace is there. Dray is there. Nowhere to go. Over to Rudy. Slow-mo's wide open, and Rudy throws it away. Thanks, Rudy. Over to Clay. Right side. Draymond comes over. Ant fouls Draymond, but no call. CP one-on-one on Rudy. Shoots it. Got it. Thank you. We took advantage of a mismatch. Finally. Needed that one. Up by 6. 53 seconds to go in the quarter. Nikhil attacks Clegg over to slow-mo. Corner against Draymond. Draymond DPOY defense. Oh, no. Do we want to review this one? Unbelievable. Dray goes to talk over to what's his face? Forgot his name. I don't like that ref myself. Matt Boland. No, that's not Matt Boland. Eric Dalen. And Draymond tells him, hey, that's elbow into my elbow. And Dalen goes, okay. Replay it, guys. Replay it. They're replaying it finally. Yeah, you hold up your arm like that and he goes into it. Wow, that score was old. My bad. All right. Slow-mo, good. We're only up 4, 45 seconds to go. Yeah, let's do a close-up on the ref for a few seconds. That makes sense. CP and Jordan. Here's another pick from Trace. CP splits it, pull up, hits it finally. Good Lord. He should be 7 for 7 on those every game. All right, 14 shot clock, 8-second differential. GP gets beat backdoor by Ant, kicks it to Nikhil, 3-ball good. Well, GP got beat on that one. Draymond's frustrated with the angry inbound to CP. CP gets the switch. Rudy. CP for 3. Bank shot, no good. Only up 3. I gotta clip this and see if GP2 just didn't do a good job on Ant. I don't know. I'm gonna rewind it and we'll take a look at it and see if his defense sucked. Yep. GP got beat. He got beat. Like, all these little details. It's when are we going to get a game when people hit the details? We just don't do it. But we're up by 3, so I can't be complaining. It's just that as a former coach, I see so many mistakes tonight. Like, I look up at the scoreboard and we don't deserve to be up by 3. We just don't. But somehow we are. It could be their 15 turnovers or whatever on the Timberwolves. I don't know, but at least we're playing hard. It's just the execution of certain details. This is not championship worthy. We'll tell you, that is indisputable. But to win tonight's game, maybe it's enough. But this is not championship material at all. Okay. We'll watch GP. He's got Ant, and then he loses him. It's just a cornerback being beat. Excuse me. He's just beat. So, no. Oh, gotcha. You got beat on the route. So, no. Gotcha. Okay. And Draymond is there. Great help. He read it the whole way. Kick out to Nikhil. He hits the 3, I think. And Draymond is going to express his frustration right here. Like, you can't get beat on that. I mean, there's just nothing else to say. That's not championship basketball. Championship defense. And a lazy pass. Trace over to BP, I think it was. I don't know who messed up the exchange, but it was a turnover by Trace and BP. Man, 3-ball in the corner for Nikhil again. Come on, guys. Wiggins gets blocked. timeout. Oh gosh, Conley in the corner. Monty Morris timeout. Hits the 3. Now we're down by 3. Very typical, isn't it? Ah, man. Bad pass CP to Trace, but he got it. Over to Wiggins, over to Clay. Has to shoot it with 3 on the clock. Timeout, Steve, please. This unit is not sustainable. Slow-mo all the way to the hoop. Buddy, Wiggs knocked the ball away. Good job, Wiggs. Made me shut up. BP, please make one. He makes one. Wow, that's the NBA for you. You can miss right at the rim, and we'll come back and get a 3 in the corner. We don't deserve that, but man, wow. So that's an unsung play. That saved us right there. Wiggs with the block there. Anyway, slow-mo, one-on-one, fadeaway good over Trace. Very slow, but effective. We're down by 2. You might have to bring in Steph the next time we don't make a bucket. CP, baseline jumper, got it. There you go, CP. He's rolling now, finally. Need a stop, guys. Let's get a stop. Monty gets the switch. Slow-mo gets the switch. Clay. Rudy inside. Wiggins shows, so Conley gets a free look. Missed it. And Rudy manhandles Brandon, but it's a foul on Brandon? Well, Brandon grabbed Rudy on the arm with 2 arms, so technically that's illegal. Technically, grabbing the guy with the arm like that is illegal, but you got to figure out a way to not grab the other guy. If you can figure out how to not grab, then you're good. Rudy down low gets the dunk from slow-mo. We just have no answer for this. CP down the lane. Looks at a 3, gets a screen, and throws it away. Thought he had BP, threw it away. Conley all the way to the hoop, 94 feet later. Now you got to call timeout. Now down by 4. Yeah, this unit is not good. Let's get rid of them. 90 to 86, 856. 856. I don't even think it's that we're too small. It's we're just just not executing. In this case, it's not the size. Can you use different words though? Like this is just use better words. Let me be the worst guy. Okay, so we don't need the little, pouty outbursts. Leave that to me during the play-by-play. So it's not because they're small. It's because BP and Trace can't perform a handoff, turnover. It's because Wiggins attacks, turnover. However, Wiggins came back on defense, knocked the ball out, and BP got a 3 in the corner. But then it's CP3, attack, kick it, up, run out, turnover. 3 turnovers in 3 minutes by your second unit. Sit down, guys. That's ugly. But I don't know if he'll sub anybody out. I would. We got to win games. I would just tear up the spreadsheet at this point. Not going to happen, is it? I think they need to grow some more balls in terms of that. But he's giving them a chance. If they don't blow the game here, if they improve from here, then I'm proven wrong. Okay, but yeah, I think here I've had enough of the turnovers. Right, I've had enough of it. Oh, and guess what? We see Draymond in there. So, yep. BP's out of there. Trace out of there. Wiggs misses point blank. Got his own rebound. CP3 in the corner. Back out to Wiggins. Back up top. JK. 1-on-1 Rudy. Wants to go downhill. Doubled. Fade away. Good. Way to go, JK. I mean, that's make or miss territory. You got to make those. So he did. And we go over to slow-mo. He's not going to shoot it. He's 22% from threes. Attacks Clay. Missed it. Oh, Rudy got the... And it's an and one on Clay. Rudy got the tap over Draymond. Draymond is arguing for that one. And that's Bill Kennedy. Missed it. And again, that's just Clay being, feet nailed to the ground. Too old. Where's the foul on Rudy again? Wow, man. Thank goodness Draymond got the rebound on the free throw. And they get Wiggs downhill, 1-on-1 Conley. I mean, a good cut from Draymond delivering it. Clay with the screen. Good play design. Foul. Wiggs will go to the line. All right. And Wiggins misses a free throw. I mean, do you want to win the game? Put a little urgency on that. It's just... It's so frustrating. He'll make this, as I just looked at the box score. It barely goes in. We're down 3. Conley brings it up. 7:51, 7:50, 7:49. Handoff to Monty. Back to Conley. Tries to get the roll on Rudy. Threw it over to Nikhil. Over Clay. No good. Box out Draymond. Good box out, Dray. CP, Dray, pick and roll. Good no call on the pick. CP gets it back. He's dancing with Monty. And gets blocked by Monty Morris. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Get him out of there. 3 ball by Conley over JK in transition. Clay for 3. It's a brick. Good Lord. Why do we... Oh, man. Jeez. Clay trying to answer back. Rudy gets it, scores on the move by Conley. Now we're down 8, and this is why we're stuck at 3 games over 500. $97, $89, $654. $97, $89, $654. We're not done for the season. We're just not, because on any given day, we can play better. That's the funny thing about this team. Houston still has to win their game. Let me see what happened on the, I mean, we're looking at some carnage here, but let me see what happened on the one before. Okay, CP gets blocked. Draymond's late getting back. Yeah. JK's hanging back on that one. Wish he wouldn't, but couldn't stop ball on the 3 ball. And then that latest one, Clay is jabbing out again. Why do we jab out on that? I mean, I've never been taught that. I don't understand why you left Steph on the bench. You just, I mean, it just, nobody's doing anything right. Like, it's just, how can you do that after we just lost? We absolutely need to win this game. So I don't know. I don't know what you do. Bring back Dario into the, I mean, what do you do in terms of the rotation now? That second unit was not good tonight. Okay, GP2's in the game. JK will bring it up. Steph's in there. Clay's in there because we need points. Clay's going to shoot a 3. Desperado, it's good. Clay with the Desperado 3 on the catch. Should have made the previous one, man. Now we're in desperate mode. That's the thing. The older you get, you got to get the back against the wall syndrome. Minnesota calls timeout. We are down by 5. 97-92, 6:28. Stop it with the doomsday stuff, man. I had to deal with you all night. Stop it with the doomsday stuff. Again, it's not really the offense, it's the defense. We can't stay in front of anybody. Yeah, you wonder, maybe he's hurt. I don't know. I'll give you that. Steph with 23 minutes and does that add up? 23, 6, yeah, 29 minutes. That's strange. All right, they kick it over to Ant over Clay. Too easy. Clay's got no chance on that one. I think we're in a zone. So Ant gets a 3 on the design play by Finch. Good timeout by Finch. Clay for 3. Answers. Can we get a stop? Stop it, Fitz. Got all the stuff. Alley-oop to Rudy. And they're running some pet plays right now. We just can't stay in front of anybody. Like, Clay's not going to be able to stay in front of Monty. Steph gets the ball back from Trace. He will scoop it, and it's no good. Wanted a foul. It's out of bounds, but it's our ball. Yeah, Rudy. Oh, my God. Rudy fouled Steph on the forearm. He's been doing that all night. Watch this. No, they're not going to show it, are they? Be a little bit more demonstrative, Steph. Go up to the ref and really just say, come on now. He's been doing this all night. You need me to go out there, put me on the coaching staff, and that'll be my job. Gary put back on the Clay, missed 3. Need some stops. Gary in there to defend Ant. Sole purpose. So it's Conley on Clay. Switch over. Uh-oh. Clay's on Ant. Uh-oh. Inside to Rudy. Kick it to the corner. Make or miss league. Missed it. Gary gets a rebound, and it goes off of Conley. Good hustle, Gary. Great hustle, Gary. Thank goodness McDaniels missed that. Steph gets 2 screens up there. Goes down low to Trace. Nearly didn't caught it, and he caught it, and he dunked it. Thank goodness. Another timeout, Finch. Gary looks like he's hurting a little bit. Don't know what that is. Got his hands on his knees as we go to timeout. 102.99, 4:36. How many timeouts they got? $4.36. So great delivery by Steph on that one. Let's hope Slater has the gumption to ask Steve on the podium why that second unit was allowed to play a little bit longer after that second turnover. I told you, man, I wrote a whole article on things happening in threes. You don't want 3 threes in a row. You don't want one guy hitting 3 buckets in a row. And the other thing is you don't want 3 turnovers in a row. And that's right here. I'll put that in the notes. All right, so they bring it up. Conley up top, JK on him. Here comes Rudy. JK jabs again, but Conley didn't attack that one time. Slow-mo against Clay, one-on-one. No palming, no palming. Clay gets a foul. Bill Kennedy. And Clay doesn't know what he did wrong. I don't know either. So I don't understand these calls. Like, I thought it was supposed to get more physical, but it's not. Whatever. Ant for 2. Shanked it over GP. Steph hurries the ball. He brings it up. Gets a screen from Dray. He wants to turn the corner to Dray. And what a pass by Steph. That's a GOAT pass. We're down by 1. What a play by Steph. That's an unsung play too. And we get pick and roll. Conley's got the moves and put back for Rudy right at the rim. Too easy. He just blew by Draymond. Wow. You don't expect that. He's left-handed. 3-ball Steph. Shanked it. GP. Reload. Steph got it. GP saves the day. And it looks like GP is working himself into the closing lineup here. And we're tied up. 3-ball Conley. What? He hits it on the pick and roll way out there with Rudy. I mean, what are you going to do? More arms by Rudy. That's illegal, man, but whatever. He can do that, I guess. Baseline JK gets picked by Conley. Welcome to the league, young fella. Gotta know not to do that. Ant pulls the string on a runner. Pretty good defense, GP. Steph turns the corner on Rudy. Finally gets a call. 46 minutes later, he gets one call on Rudy. Rudy's been going crazy on the arms all night. It's BS, but whatever. And then they call the ticky-tack on us. And then that is the stuff that is just incompetence. They don't have a plan. We don't know what your plan is, ref. Are you going to let things go? Not. We heard there was a memo from the NBA. It just doesn't make sense. Wiggs in. Who we take out? JK? Yes, because JK turnover. Can't be doing that, kid. I'm going to yank you. Just, you got to know when Conley's coming. But I get it. You don't. You're 30 year. You literally don't know that Mike Conley's coming. And he's gonna try and pick you there. You got to be aware. But anyways, Conley left side over to slow-mo. Wiggs gets a steal, and that sub pays dividends immediately. So good job, Wiggs. Good job, Wiggs. Steph loses the ball. Draymond dives, and so does Jaden, and it's a jump ball, and I'd love to see a replay on that one. Oh, I think Jaden tripped him. Let's look at the opposite replay. Oh, I think he tripped over his own man, and he says, my bad. God. Well, that's big. God, Steph. A few too many turnovers, kid. Well, we'll see the result of this jump ball as I try and edit my notes. 2:10 to go. We're at center court. McDaniels, Draymond. Draymond wins the tip. What a tip, Dray. Oh, man. Clay almost threw the ball away, but Draymond's there. Handoff GP. Back to GP. Blows a layup. Good Lord. Ant, way up top, logo, hash mark. He's doubled by Draymond. Finally gives it up. Draymond gets back to Rudy. Jaden, though, attacks GP. Couple of fakes. Fade away. Good. Dropped. We're down 3. 1:38 to go. Steph brings it up. Clay's in the vicinity with Conley on Clay. Gonna cause the switch. Steph Conley shoots a hero 3. Back rimmed it. No good. Clay's late. Steph's late to get back. Went for the hero shot. Didn't work. They're going to milk the clock. So Conley is burning the clock down. 110, 109, 108. Conley GP. Ant against Steph on that switch. Ant's going to go inside to Rudy, and Wiggs has to foul him. Well, at least he's got to make both, or has a chance to miss one of these. Rudy's not the best free throw shooter. Nothing you can do, really. But Rudy makes the first swish, even though it's an ugly release. Maybe Trace can learn how to hit these like this. All that matters is it goes in. So down 4, 103 to go. Going to need to get a stop. You absolutely have to score, and then Minnesota's going to milk the clock regardless. That's just what they do. And he makes both. So down 5, timeout, 103 to go. 110, 111, 106, Q4 103. Hey, Bruce is in the house. JK was limping. Oh, well, anyways. Where you been, Bruce? Go on a date again? Oh, gonna be a gutsy finish. I think GP2 is just rusty and been injured all season. Down 5, 103 to go. Here's our play. CP's in the game. Clay there to set a pick. Draymond the other pick. Not the best pass. Conley wants a review of the deflection, and we'll just have to hope for the best. I don't think it was off Clay. I think it was off Rudy just by the angle, physics, momentum. But hopefully the Minnesota coaching staff doesn't see anything. Looks like they don't. We're going to go side out again. 2 guys go on Steph. Oh, he had a moment. He was open, but he didn't take it. So he's stuck with the ball now on Jaden. Step back, fake, goes inside, over to Wiggins, over to CP, over to Dray. Steph can't get open, so Clay will shoot a near air ball. CP got it. Looking for Draymond. They forgot to reset the shot clock. Draymond missed a 3, so doesn't matter. It'll be at 14, shot clock, 38.6. That's terrible scorekeeping, terrible scoreboard management. Would have been fired from my league, but it is what it is. we can't reset the play inside of a play, so it's a dead ball inbound no matter how you slice and dice it right now. So no use complaining that. So they're going to go to replay. Great. All right. Well, 111, 106, Q4 38.6. Review of the shot clock will be our ball. Oh, man. Bruce, I don't know. I don't know if she's the one, Bruce. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yep. This team is tough to watch, man. So I don't know who you want to blame in the fourth quarter. Do you want to blame the second unit that made the 3 turnovers, or do you want to blame Steve for allowing it to become 3 turnovers rather than 2 turnovers? I don't know. Oh my goodness. I just look at that unit and I cringe. But now that we're losing against not only fast teams, but also slow teams. Anyways, 41 seconds. My bad. 41. They reset it. Get it to Clay. Clay's at the hash mark. Goes to Steph. Steph turns the corner. One-on-one Rudy. Fouled by Rudy. Rudy gets hit in the face. 5th foul. Come on, Rudy. Stop complaining, bro. All over him. Yep, you got it. I mean, that's a foul even on the pickup court. You get it both ways. You just do. You attack the rim and you initiate contact, you get the call every single time. It's just that Steph doesn't get that throughout the whole game until, under a minute left. So 36.6. Hopefully we'll be down 3 as a second free throw is coming up. And he hits it. So we're down 3, 36.6. Need a stop like there's no tomorrow. Slow-mo against Clay. We have 14 fouls. So don't foul Clay. And go to Ant. Ant against GP. Almost didn't get through the screen, GP. Pulls up for 3. Air ball. Steph got it. He races up. 19 seconds left. Down 3. Scores a layup. Down 1. 14.9. Got a foul. Got a foul. Try to foul Rudy. Get the ball to Rudy. Hopefully, GP doing what he can. Timeout French. 111, 110. 14.9. Q4 14.9. That is well played stuff. That was a GOAT layup. GOAT stuff, Steph. Let's see. Come on, Warriors. Yeah, so get Rudy out of the game. So they're going to what? Who's their best free throw shooters? They're going to get their best free throw shooters in there. I think you have to at least try for a steal. 14 seconds. That gives you enough time. Try for a steal. I'd put BP in there. BP, Dray, Steph, GP, and Wiggs. JK is not the best just defender, honestly. He's okay, but I wouldn't put him in right now. Steph is talking to Rick Celebrini for some. Now, why would he talk to Rick Celebrini? Interesting. Well, JK's in there, so never mind what I said. Went with JK instead of BP. Backcourt to Edwards. Double him. Go double him. JK's there. Oh, Wiggins fouls him. 11.9. Well, we have 1 timeout left. This is why you save your timeouts for games like this. But sometimes you need to win a game so badly. Last week I was starting to say, just use them because we're not even getting to this point. But we got to this point tonight, and down 1, Ant Edwards to the line for 2. 11.9 left, makes the first. Warriors down 2. It's a timeout either way. Unless you're down 3, would you just hurry the ball up? I don't know. Trace Jackson Davis to box out Rudy. Ant hits it. Timeout. Down 3, 11.9. 113, 110, Q4, 11.9. Yeah, right. My comment on the foul coming a bit early. We've not been reading each other teammates wise on defense all season long, and I don't know why, but this is possibly the worst iteration of defense we've seen out of the last 3 years. Some of it is, I don't know, maybe it's the infusion of youth, so you just don't know your personnel as well. I don't know. All right, so here we go. Why call a timeout? It's risky to go 94 feet in 11 seconds. So this way we get it at half court. CP3 to inbound to Draymond. Goes to Steph, over to Clay. Clay for 3, fall away, no good. You can see it was not there. Now we got a foul. 5.3 to go. $113, $110, 5.3 to go. Why not do the flyby? He didn't do a flyby. Oh, well. So Edwards was fouled, and he misses the first incredibly. Well, we'll see. Makes it. So 4-point differential, 5 seconds left. Steph's going to bring it up on Jaden. Going to need to shoot it now. He shoots it now. The buzzer sounds anyways. And there's an L. $114, $110 final. Yeah, I'm kind of just speechless. I just let's look at the play-by-play a little bit. Q4, right? $231.08. All right, so we're at the 233.45 mark. Wow, we're really 234 more. Analyzing the play-by-play to see what happened in the fourth. And we entered the fourth tied up. And there's look at this, turnover. But they only got up 3 after those 2 turnovers. And then we had, actually, let me make sure there's no post-game link for the interviews. Let's see. Yeah, we got one. Got one, Dean. Let me do a restroom break. I'll be right back. Restroom break, BRB. How about Dean Chambers? Are you available at all? I think maybe not. But, yeah, I'll be right back. And hold on.
It's just the second half, they had 7 offensive rebounds, had 14 extra points. It just became the aggressive. You could see the pace of play when Minnesota's well. Yeah, I thought it was a great game. I thought both games played really well. It was a great execution. But I think the pace of play was on towards the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves didn't average 113 points per game. They get 114. They averaged 82 field goal attempts. They shoot 85. For the Warriors, they get 4 attempts. Just a better pace for the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. And you said about the biggest difference in the three-point shooting, 21 makes for the Timberwolves without Karl Lane. So that was a big pregame. We talked about the Warriors dominating that category. What happened was Minnesota Timberwolves, the Warriors averaged just over 92 field goal attempts per game. Well below their average 96.5 field goal attempts. All right, let's take a look at the fourth quarter. Because really, Minnesota ended the third quarter with 11 those runs, hitting 2 straight threes, and then it was on an early 9-0 run. And overall in that fourth quarter, the 19-8 run to really take control of this basketball game. At one point here, they hit 3 straight threes really to take the lead. A lead they would never really lose. So let's go.
All right, I'm back. Okay, let's analyze this fourth quarter here. Pajemski hit that 3, which is crazy. It's still not all that bad, actually. This is the 3rd turnover here. That was Chris tried to kick out to BP. It wasn't there. And then it's then we call timeout. We're only down 4, but it just felt like things were bad. Kuminga hit a turnaround, yeah. So it wasn't really there, right? So we lost by 4. It's going to be hard to gauge. It's right here when it went from 6 to 8. Excuse me. Well, CP missed a shot. Clay missed a 3. Yeah. Gobert layup. Let me look at my notes. Gobert layup at 6:54. Oh, right. Remember? 6:53. Did Clay get another 3? Clay hit the 3 out of the timeout. Down by 5. Okay, yeah. So there's your difference, your 8-point difference. 3 ball in the corner. Conley to Rudy. Timeout. Yeah. Pick and roll defense. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, our defense is just sometimes just not good. And then if you throw the ball away the way you do, like here, then you're creating the wrong momentum. And it's the momentum going in the wrong way. Loose ball foul. We didn't see Pajemski after this, I wonder. Loose ball, personal foul. Fouling too much? I don't know. I don't know. I think we are too small on defense and too slow. Usually when you're slow, usually when you're small, you're fast. Think of, TJ McConnell. Think of Peyton Pritchard. You're small, but you're fast. But unfortunately, our small is slow. So I don't know what you do about that. It's too late. You already got CP3. And then obviously Clay is just not himself anymore, and very difficult to move laterally for him as well. So yeah, it's one by one. We got the Heat coming up, I think, and then a back-to-back at Orlando on Wednesday. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough. let's see. So so the fourth quarter was really when we identified the block shot by CP. CP's jumper is no longer patented. You know what I mean? It's just like not automatic. And then when we came back on defense, it was transition defense. Led to corner 3, and then we shoot a bad 3 by Clay. And let's see, 7:05 to go. Yeah, Clay bricked a 3 in response. So he's gonna brick a 3 earlier and then shoot that one, you know? It just like, oh man. But it's Clay. He very well could have made that. You just never know. Oh man. This is tough. It's tough to swallow. And what else? And then I put it in my notes. Oh, well, you can't see the notes because I'm past the 5,000 character limit, but another Clay jabs at the pick and roll. If I would have changed anything, I probably would have gone zone with these old guys. So then Clay jabs on the pick and roll, bye Conley, and then it's an alley-oop to Gobert. And that was at Conley to Rudy. Yeah. Rudy Gobert layup, Conley right here. And that's with Clay jabbing. So pick and roll defense is not good. The second unit is too old. Too slow and too short. And then that desperation 3. So I guess he made this 3, so I was thinking he could make the next one. Okay, I see the logic. I see the logic from Clay. And then Edwards here with the hero shot. That's where JK couldn't get around the screen. But I take it if he got around the screen, bye Ant Edwards. But I guess you'd want to give up a 2 instead of a 3. Clay hit another 3 here. So we're seeing why he shot that last one. So hit a couple. Then they got the alley-oop right after that. Couldn't get any stops. 5:38 to go. What are my notes on that? Yeah, probably just bad pick and roll defense once again if it's Rudy. 5:38. I kind of want to go back and just see. Let's see. 5:38. And then on this finger roll, they didn't call Rudy for the forearm. Cutting dunk. All right. Then we made a good play call for Trace, but can he even go there? Let's see. They're going to let me watch the game already. Oh, cool. It worked. 5:38 mark. Give me the 5:38 mark. Oh, way before that. Here we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to clip that alley-oop to Rudy. Let me see. Clay's telling Trace to stay open, so I don't know. Let's take a closer look at some of these. Go back to the post game. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is one of the plays that just we couldn't do anything about. Nope. MacBook decided not to airdrop, so I don't know. There we go. It's funny. Okay. Let's take a look at what happened on that one. Analyzing the, here we go. Let's take a look. Okay, 246.30. Analyzing the alley-oop to Rudy at the 5:43 mark. And so Clay gets screened. Trace is too high. He's got to give more room. Let's see. By then, he's beat. He's already on his heels. And that's Conley. And he just goes over the top. And Clay's going to tell Trace, you got to stay open. You need more space. You got to give me more space. You got to have more space on that one. Man. Honestly, there's a lot of mistakes from Trace on these pick and rolls, man. But we've invested the time in them and gone away from Looney. So for all the people that wanted Trace so badly, you know, you don't get to have your cake and eat it too, you know. You're going to get some humble pie with that. So that's not good coverage by the center on a pick and roll. We got Steve on the podium, so we'll just go to Steve on the podium right here. So yeah, that was all right, so Steve coming up any day now. Here we go with Steve. Give me about 10 seconds.
I guess why was it total that?
We're trying to keep him around 30, trying to get him as much rest as we can. We've played him a lot of minutes, played him 35 2 days ago. So as long as we were hanging in there, then we wanted to limit the minutes a little bit. Not limit them, but not overplay him.
There was kind of that stretch in the fourth where you took time out with like 9 minutes left. I think you were down 4. Looked like you might go back to Steph, didn't, and then it was 8, and you did go back. Do you feel like that was one of the deciding stretches?
No. We got Chris Paul out there. We got Clay. We got Draymond. We got great players out there. So it's we can't expect to just ride Steph game after game after game. You know, these last few weeks have been really tough on him. We've put the burden of this franchise on his shoulders for 15 years. We can't expect him to play 35 minutes. We got 5 games in 7 days on this road trip. So if you want to say that him playing 30 minutes instead of 32 is the difference in the win and the loss, I totally disagree with that. And we're trying to win the game. We're trying to keep him fresh too.
Went away from Jonathan for the last, I think, 2:30 as well. Why'd you sit him down the stretch?
I just went with Wiggs. There was nothing that Jonathan did wrong. Just, we just felt like Wiggs' experience was important.
Overall, in the fourth, I mean, that's when the Wolves really made that run, even though you were hanging in there. Just what did you see specifically in that period?
Well, they played great. They scored 36 points in the quarter. The beginning of the quarter, we turned it over on the first play, which was tough. I think Alexander Walker made a couple of threes. Those were big shots that swung the game. And, all in all, you give them credit. They made 21 out of 43s. They shot the lights out. I love the way our guys competed. They played for 48 minutes. They played hard and together and, gave us a chance to win. We just couldn't pull it off.
We've talked a lot about urgency and playing with effort recently. Would you say that tonight was a step in the right direction? In that sense.
Great effort, great urgency. Took it to them right away. Forced a bunch of turnovers. Got on the floor for loose balls. I love the effort.
It looked like you guys were trapping a lot on ball screens, handoffs. How would you say you guys defended him and the game plan there?
Well, you have to try to mix it up on Anthony. He's so talented, and so we did a few different things and put different guys on him. And all in all, if you hold him to 7 for 18, that's not a bad job. He's a tough player to handle.
A couple nights ago, maybe it was after the Memphis game or something, but Steph was basically saying how for him at least it's less about where we finish in the standings, more about building the habits to make sure that if we make the play-in, we can extend this run. How do you balance that when you are only a half game up on the Rockets for 10th, but then are also trying to build those habits where wins are really important?
I think what Steph is saying is if we don't build the habits, it doesn't matter, right? No matter what happens, you make the play in, you don't, if you don't have the habits, you're not going anywhere. So the habits were much improved tonight, just the defensive focus, the effort, the energy. So I'm confident that if we compete and play like that these last 12 games, that we're going to put ourselves in position to do something.
It seemed like there was some defensive mix-ups in that fourth quarter at times, on screens. I mean, it seemed like you did like the effort, but did you see some breakdowns?
Sure, yeah, there were some breakdowns, but there's always going to be breakdowns in every game. You just try to limit them as much as you can. And but they scored 68 in the second half, obviously, 46 in the first. So, they did a good job of taking care of the ball in the second half. I think they only turned it over 3 times in the second half. And they had a really clean effort offensively. And they got Gobert at the rim a few times and spread us out. So they did a nice job offensively.
What are the keys to getting better offense when Steph sits?
We got to execute better. We're obviously going to play a little different style. It's going to be more pick and roll with Chris, but we had some turnovers in that stretch that hurt us, and we had some shots that were right there, and ball didn't go a couple times, but again, the effort's great, the energy's right, guys are connected. Got to keep moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't understand why we're starting to compare Steph and KD. Like, who does that? Way to devalue our championships, man. Like, I'm trying to remember that era as you bring it up. Yeah, that was a pretty good era. Oh, no, we're going to nitpick this and that and determine who was better. What? Why do you do this? Why are you addicted to that? That's what people on Twitter do, not people on Let's Go Warriors. Stop that. We don't do that here. Why would you do that? Like, why would you actively look to steal your own joy of that team after a game against Minnesota? man, it's just like, please don't bring any of your habits on that shitter app onto my channel. Like, I'm not trying to be a copy of that app of all apps, you know? So, like, I mean, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense to me. Stop it. Whole league is struggling, man. Oh, well, whatever. I do think, again, I wrote an article on it. It's not the best article, but I just basically said the last game, Steph's talked about, oh, we need more focused effort. I'm like, really? I mean, I think our second unit is just too small and slow. And that reared its ugly head again tonight, even though it was against an equally slow and old team. When you consider Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert, they're not the fastest, but Rudy's way taller than our slow guys of CP and Clay. So I think that's just the physical makeup of the team. Now, the problem is also that you're I mean, no one's going to point this out, but Trace Jackson Davis made a critical error at right here. We're down 5. We need to stop. 5:38. Rudy Gobert dunk. He just did not retreat on the pick and roll, and that's that. All right, we got Steph at the podium, although my internet is acting up, so I'm gonna have to go through this whole thing once again. Yeah, they've got Steph on the podium. I don't. Dean, do you have Steph on the podium, or is yours is your press conference stream stalled like mine? 45 likes? Come on, guys. Finally. Oh, man. It's struggling. Why is it showing me this ad?
The situation will define itself pretty clearly, and it is in kind of real time. So every game matters. We're inching closer to the other.
There's got to be, so on NBC, I've got Steph. Press conference has ended. What? Dean, you got anything for me? It's going at the moment? Wow. I don't see anything. They're blocking me out. Dean.
We got Clay. We got this road trip.
Okay, there's Steve.
Walker made a couple.
This gamer's.
That's. I'm confident that they got.
Let me get through Steve. Press conference has ended. What? Wow. I don't know what's going on. Let me pull up another window. Just to see what's going on. My internet's really slow, though. Wow. Disappeared from featured. That's crazy. All right. Well, then we'll go to the cable stream. Press conference has ended.
And then you go watch the film and it's 10 times worse. That's what it kind of felt like, where every little play.
Strange. Well, whatever. We've got Steph extended post game right now. So let's go here to Steph. Strange. The NBA link just didn't work. Just refused to work. I don't know what to make out of it.
Discussing tonight's performance with the media.
You said what? Were you surprised how long you rested in the fourth?
I mean, obviously comparing it to last game and the no rotation. Like I want to play as many minutes as I'm fresh and able to. So a little bit, knowing that they were just going on a run. The league was kind of waiting away. So, played the whole fourth quarter and then against Indiana. Didn't work out. This didn't work out. So we got to find somewhere in the middle.
Steve has mentioned wanting to keep you around 30 to 32 and, how compact the schedule is, and really said how much of a burden you've had the last 15 years, really, with this franchise. I mean, I know it's a conversation we've had plenty, but I mean, can you only play 30 to 32 right now, considering what's at stake?
The situation will define itself pretty clearly, and it is in kind of real time. So every game matters. We're inching closer to the other end of the standings that we never thought we'd be in. So nobody's gonna wave the white flag and say, you're mailing it in, and if that means playing more minutes, then I'll be ready to do that.
Kind of alluding to it now, and this is a open-ended question, but just like, where do you guys kind of go from here as you navigate these last 12 games against some tough opponents and opponents who are also in this playoff race?
Same answer we've had, where you got to try to beat Miami. We got embarrassed against Indiana, didn't play hard, weren't connected with effort and focus. Tonight we competed. They just made more shots than we did, made enough plays, got the crowd back into it at the beginning of that fourth quarter. But we responded well with what we didn't do well against Indiana. Still got nothing to show for it. So can we do that again in Miami and play 48, solid minutes? The NBA is such a weird league. It just takes one little spark to, get yourself going. Every team goes through it in the season. You see what Houston's doing right now. They got one little spark and they run off whatever it is, 8-9 in a row. So we're capable of doing that until we run out of games. That's the mindset.
You kind of alluded to it there, but how tough was the Pacers film to watch?
As a player, you know when you're messing up and making mistakes and there's a lack of focus, and then you go watch the film and it's 10 times worse. That's what it kind of felt like, where every little play we were one step behind. Every possession that could have kept the lead or kept the momentum on our side, or forced them to think about us a little bit. We literally, it was play after play after play after play. So it is difficult to watch it and know you let one slip tonight. Like I said, I'm sure the film would look a lot better. Still a loss. So I think that honestly just speaks to our pride and our ability to come out and want to play hard, knowing we've had a tough go as of late.
All right, coming up on the other side.
Well, Minnesota is a good team. But yep. I will agree with Steph that it only takes that one little spark. Gary Payton makes a layup. We might not be here with all this doom and gloom, so the margin for error is just so small. And we're just late. We're just not quite good. And I think one thing that could be improved is for next season, let's get a second unit that has more length in there. Get a couple longer people to mix into the rotations. That's just my own opinion on it. I've now seen our second unit be trounced 2 straight games in a row against 2 very good teams. And yet the second unit with CP and Clay just can't defend. And it's not their fault. It's the makeup of the NBA these days. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. So on the whole Steph thing, I mean, there's got to be something more going on here. What else? What could it be? The knee? I mean, I cannot picture what is another extra 2 minutes. Steve, I'm going to throw it back at you. What is another 2 minutes? So there's got to be something. This is where Slater needs to call Marcus Thompson. Then they need to figure out what the hell was that. You're gonna say that you want him to play 30 minutes with Miami, Orlando coming up? I mean, is that because you expect him to play Miami a ton of minutes? It's very weird for me that you would actively change the desired maximum to be 32 from 32 now to 30. And you stated that on the podium. So, and then we saw Steph talking to Rick, and that's the smoking gun for me, right? So I have no idea. I don't have the resources to find out, but that's weird. That's weird. Got Draymond coming up. Let me see if I can. Let me first find the link one more time and see if we get lucky with the link. Nope. Lost it immediately. Dean, send me the link again. Okay, let's see. Strange, I lost it. So we're gonna go to the other version while Dinagon looks around for it, plus the 30-second delay from StreamYard to YouTube.
The way this Warriors team is playing, in terms of the changes you've made, you're encouraged?
No, we keep losing. That's not encouraging.
I know you guys sounded like an extended film session on the Pacers game. Just how ugly was that tape to watch?
Yeah, it was nasty. We had control of the game at one point, and then we just gave it up and never got it back.
How demoralizing is it considering stakes, situation, standings, all that you guys?
It sucks. So, when you have to win and you don't, it sucks.
How are you kind of balancing that we need to win and also we also have to build these good habits so that if we do make it in the play and beyond, we can make a run?
But in order to win, you have to build good habits. So I don't think we have great habits. Until you play with great habits at all times, you lose.
The position you're in now, just in the standings, game up on Houston, what would you say are some of the biggest factors that have led to this?
Losing games, especially games that we should win. We lose a lot of games that we should win. So, in this league, you have to win in games you're supposed to win and still a few that you're not supposed to win. But if you lose the ones you're supposed to win, you're in for a long year.
You feel like you should have won tonight?
For sure.
What do you think didn't allow you to?
A lot of things. We have too many breakdowns.
Yeah.
You just can't win having breakdowns. You have breakdowns, it changes momentum, and momentum in this league is not it's not easy to get back. So they're an NBA team too. And by the standings, they're a much better NBA team than us. So if you can't not have breakdowns, you're going to lose. And if you play against a team that is technically better than you and you have breakdowns, you're always going to lose. And that's why we lose a lot right now.
It seemed like in the second half, it was mostly like half court, pick and roll or switch type breakdowns.
Yeah, we're a very quiet team, so you have communication. You have issues on defense when you have bad communication.
How much are you now kind of tracking the Rockets?
I don't give a damn about the Rockets.
Telling it like it is. I'm seeing the same thing. Breakdown after breakdown. Sometimes it's even Gary Payton, of all people. You're, probably top 3 defender on the team is even having breakdowns. So it's pretty bad. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out the NBA database, and it's giving me fits, which is weird because so is the NBA website. Did I get an answer from Dean yet? No. Strange. Everything's disappeared on me. Strange. Yeah. And yeah, just not having the right personnel, not being able to practice. GP2 is rusty, JK is green, and TJD is a rookie, etc. Sad things is we are not breaking down on offense because we have a pick and roll, Steph and Draymond. But the offense is okay with the second unit. All right, Percy is taken off. Okay. It could be just the back-to-back coming up. Is it realistic to talk about back-to-back? Well, I mean, talk about next season. I don't know how to say this other than I'm just concerned about those defensive breakdowns. Keep seeing them game after game. Man, I don't know what's up with my NBA database here. Is it my internet or so strange? Yeah, it's broken. March 5th. It's March 24th. It's March 24th, and the latest content they have is from March 5th. Strange, mate. Oh. Huh. Yep. That's weird. That's a team that if they're healthy, never know what their ceiling is. You haven't seen them. Well, anyway, we'll be back here again, even though for me it's getting hard to watch. Just the little mistakes. How many turnovers we had tonight? $12 turnovers. They had 15 turnovers. I think we got to start hitting single-digit turnovers, first of all. $320, yeah. So 12 turnovers. We probably need to get this to 9 turnovers per game. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough on the reality check. But then you go back and you go, well, you never know. They could still win 10 in a row. Just like Steph said, it just takes one little spark. You look at Houston, they've won 8, 9 in a row. And so we got to get all the little details down. Can't miss those critical layups. Can't screw up the pick and roll, especially when it's Rudy and you can lob extra further on Rudy over your head. You got to really backpedal on that. And yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough to not have practice and just rely on game film. You know, the reporter was asking, why did you go with Wiggs instead of JK? I would have been like, bro, JK made a turnover. I bring in Wiggs. Wiggs gets a steal, and you're going to ask me about that? Like, so, I mean, how about JK don't turn it over in crunch time like you've been doing? So a lot of growing pains, and yeah, I think it's just we have a lot of young guys with a lot of old guys. And we're seeing the ugly side of that, unfortunately. When are we going to see the good side of that? Hopefully soon. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't lose hope. You gotta just take it one game at a time. So come back here on next live on Tuesday. At 4 p.m. 4:30. GSW at Miami. I wonder if oh, thanks for subscribing. I wonder if Nicole is going to go to that game. Yeah, you need to practice as well. You can't just rely on game film and then execute that immediately. You gotta have the reps. And in the NBA, you just kind of learn as you go because there's a game every other day and hardly any practices. So kind of stuck with that. And can Nicole go live in Miami? We'll see. We'll see. It's remotely possible. Tyler Hero is out. Let's go check out Tyler Hero. At this rate, I hope he does play, because anytime a star is out, like, we play worse. Tyler Hero. Oh, Lord. Hope type. Tyler Hero rumors. Jimmy Butler, questionable. Remains out, as do Tyler Hero, Kevin Love, and Josh Richardson. To be reevaluated in 1 to 2 weeks, March 16th. It's March 20. It'll be March 26th. Yeah, so Tyler Hero, status unknown. All right, so yeah, next live. I don't know. I feel like calling it a night. Just need to go on a little bit of a run here. Just need to win one game. Festus is over there saying every possession counts. Oh, dude, I say that every single possession. Oh gosh. Check something. Okay. Yeah, I'm out of things to say. Just make it to Tuesday, everybody. We'll be back here analyzing what we do all the time, and it's another game where Steph Curry plays, so there's always that, you know. Who wouldn't want to go watch him play, right? So there's always that. Hopefully we'll stop making those little breakdowns and turn the ship completely around, make a 180 and start going the other way, and we'll see where we go. So yeah, JK's got a ways to go as well. All right, then I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Mood, here's the mood. Let's do just us. All right, just us 1, 2, 3, and Brate, everybody. Just us 1, 2, 3, Brate. Whoops, spelled exclamation point wrong. Oh, thanks, man. All right, everybody. See you soon. 48 hours. Take care.